Hey besties, so I'm here enjoying the weather. I think this is the best weather we've had so far since spring. And I'm just taking in nature right now and looking how beautiful things are, just how the creator made the world. But in that beauty, as somebody that didn't create nature, I can look at it and see little things that look a little wonky, look a little off, look a little imperfect, and don't look as ideal or as aesthetically pleasing as how social media makes you feel everything needs to look these days. And that really just got me thinking so much about us as creators, in when we create different things, whether it's a YouTube video, whether it's, a TikTok video, a book, music, clothes, new dishes, whatever it wants to be that you're creating, whichever way you express yourself. That we can create whatever it is we're creating and think it looks good to us and we want to, you know, put it out there. Right? We can do that. And then somebody looks at it and say, find fault in it then. And it just got me really thinking about myself that I am somewhat of a perfectionist. Not somewhat, I definitely am. And there are many things, especially YouTube and being on in front of people like this, it makes you second guess every little thing that you're creating, everything that you're doing, everything that you choose, thumbnail, everything that you say, how you look. And I just want to say this to somebody out there. Please, sis, stop allowing perfectionism to hold you back. All right, please. I know that it can be very difficult to put yourself out there and, nitpick it and wonder who's going to say this about it or who's going to say that about it and all that. But create from your heart, right? Don't consider what anybody else feels about something or what they might think about it. Create something that means something to you. Create something that you are proud of, right? Yes, on your journey, if you're just starting out, let's say you're just starting out as an artist, right? Painting, right? When you just start out, you may choose to start with acrylic paint right off, and yes, it might look good and you think it's okay, but then as you go on, you realize, hey, no, I don't really like how this looks. I feel like I may want to start using water-based paints, or use this type of technique or that type of technique. So you will learn what it is that you like more as you continue to flex your creative muscle, right? You can't look at your day one and compare it to somebody's day 1,000 and say, I'm not gonna put out my day one out there because it looks nothing like their day 1,000 painting. You know what I mean? Don't hold yourself back in any way whatsoever in the season that you are in right now. Because we're in a place right now, there is so many ways for us to make money off our own passions, off the things that are simple to us, or the things that we find joy in doing, right? And not just to make an income off it, but also to inspire people, right? To put out something positive out there. We know we can look at all the negativity happening on the world, on the news, on social media, all over, right? But it's your priority, or it should be, for you to put something positive out there in the world, something that's off you, right? So my urge and my message to somebody out there today, whoever is listening to this message right now, whoever is connecting with this, whoever is understanding how they've made perfectionism hold them back so many times. You've probably started that YouTube video so many times and said, hey, you know what? This isn't perfect. This doesn't look right. I don't sound right. My hair don't fix right. The list goes on that you can sit and nitpick all the things that is wrong with it, right? But somebody out there needed that message, somebody out there needed that video exactly as it is. We want to see more realness. One of my things right now is showing up as authentically as I possibly can on this platform. For me, that means the absolute most, because I know so many times that I have shied away from showing up as myself here just because I felt like somebody may have an issue with it, somebody may not like it, whatever. It causes me to constantly nitpick the videos and, rip them apart and say, okay, I don't like this. And there's so many videos that are quite good, but I just be like, no. So I'm at the place now where sometimes done is better than being perfect. You know what I mean? And sometimes you have to realize that, listen, if you make a commitment, say, I'm going to drop a video, it may not look as perfect and may not look as perfectly edited like somebody else's. The thumbnail may not be as perfect and, you know, as some of these bigger YouTubers and influencers and content creators. But it's something that you created. And you're on your learning journey of learning how to edit and create these things. So you'd be on your journey of learning how to paint and create music. It's a path that you're on, right? So stop allowing that thought and idea of waiting for everything to be perfect and to feel perfect and to look ideal before you step out there and show the world who you are and what you're made of. You're being called right now to show up exactly as you are, perfectly imperfect. That is how God created you. We weren't meant to be on earth to be 100% perfect. How could we? We're human beings. So show up as yourself. Show up boldly as yourself. Show up fearlessly as yourself. Because that's what the world needs. The world needs you. The world needs your voice. The world needs your creation. The world needs your story. The world needs your experiences. Right? So I say this to say, create whatever it is you want to create, regardless of who wants to say anything about it. Create that book, write that song. You know what I mean? If you're going to make music and you're there thinking, oh, my grandmother's not going to like that I swear in the song and what that. Or you might shake your ass to the song, you're going to say your grandmother don't like. Listen, if that's what you're called right now and that's part of your brand right now, where you're at in your season, do what you have to do to be who you are. You have to fill your own cup. You're responsible to fulfill your cup, not your grandmother's cup, not your father's cup, not your sister's, not your mother's, not your friend, not your boyfriend, whosoever. Your responsibility is to fill your own cup. So show up for yourself and don't care about what somebody else feels you need to be doing or show up as. Forget about society saying what, maybe you're very religious, what that has to play, whatever role that has to play in your life. Forget about that. Put that to the wayside. I know it's going to be difficult. I know it won't be pleasant. Because you're going to have to be fighting, through those thoughts back and forth. Like, oh, do I want to do this? But this is going to say this. Or, oh, this doesn't look perfect. This doesn't look like Tom Jones' own or whatever. But you just have to show up as yourself. God is asking right now, just as He's created Mother Earth, nature, perfectly imperfect, He is asking you to show up perfectly imperfect. In whatever way, whatever stage, show up as yourself. And be proud of that. Make sure whatever you put out there, whatever version of yourself you're putting out there, you are proud of it. Make sure it's something you like. Make sure it's something you enjoy. And it's something that you can put your name on 100%. But throw perfectionism through the door. It has no place in your life anymore. You weren't meant to be perfect, sis. At any point, you're asked to be imperfectly perfect. Have I been saying that wrong the whole time? Perfectly imperfect? Maybe I have. I don't really care. See? And I'm not going to remove this from this video. Right? Because sometimes you just have to literally show up exactly who you are. We're all going to make mistakes. We're all going to do things wrong at some point. But it's a part of learning. Right? So just show up exactly as yourself and be proud of that, whichever way you can. Right? Because, listen, it's not easy. And let me say this to anybody out there. Like, it's not easy to be on platforms like this, I don't see even just the platforms like this. I just mean in general, to put out your creation out there, to put out something that you spent hours on. Right? It's not easy. It's not easy to make music and you put it out there and you hear people just throwing jabs. Oh, this doesn't sound good. Oh, they should have done that. They shouldn't have used that word. It's not easy. It's very hard to be creative and put that part of you out there, because that is something that's inside. It's like putting part of your soul out there and people are tearing it apart and ripping it apart. So that's why I say I understand. But you have to show up as yourself. Right? You do something God said, okay, do that one thing over there, put your all in it and put it out there. I know that, listen, the right people will enjoy it. The right people will see it. The right people compliment you on it. The right people get what they need from it. Because at the end of the day, we cannot be everybody's cup of tea. Somebody's out there gonna dislike it. Somebody's gonna be hating on it. Period. We can't be everybody's cup of tea. Like, there are billions of us here. How can you expect every single person to like you? It just doesn't make sense, right? We're not gonna do everything exactly how that person's gonna like it or need it. But put your best foot forward and show up. True perfectionism out there. Take it from me. Show up as, I'm sure you can look at videos and nitpick and say, oh, this. Trust me, I put videos out there where I can tell you all the flaws I've seen in them. But I must still show up on here because I'm learning and I'm growing and I want to inspire others and empower others to do the same. You may not have everything perfect. You may not have everything you need, but you have everything you have right now, you're able to make the first step. You might not can do it the 10 steps, but you can do the first one. Right? So make sure you can step forward and do at least that step. And as you continue and using what you have, God will give you more. So forget being perfect. Forget thinking about what this person said or that person said. It is time now for you to just show up as yourself. That is who we want to see. We want to see you being authentic out there in this world. I want to see you loving your life because you have your own cup to fill. You're responsible to fill it. Nobody else is going to fill that cup for you. So if you're feeling unfulfilled right now in life, it's because you're not showing up as yourself. You're not doing things for yourself that you need to be doing. So this is your public service announcement to start showing up for yourself. Exactly as you are, show up for yourself in whatever way that feels like to you, whatever way makes you feel most alive, whatever sets that fire in you, do that. Doesn't matter if it don't look perfect to somebody else. Doesn't matter if the other person don't like it. And it's why I said to you guys, keep your moves to yourself. Because lots of times people will have things to say and throw you off when you're you're meant to go down that path. So continue on your journey, show up as yourself, right? And listen, throw out perfectionism. We're in the middle of, basically middle of 2025 right now, right? You got months left to start showing up as yourself. Figuring out who you are, what you like, what you don't like, and start moving accordingly. All right? So until next time, guys, take care of yourself.